The Witcher franchise arguably is one of gaming's best. The Witcher 1 and The Witcher 2 Assassins of Kings may not be as well remembered, but they certainly were phenomenal experiences. But obviously The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, which is easily one of the greatest video games ever made, is what made this franchise. Now, even before these games, it's important to understand that The Witcher is based off the 8 books written by Polish fantasy writer Andrzej Sapkowski. To get a little bit more specific, the games are essentially a sequel to the books, but they're not canon. As the author has stated, the games are an adaptation, which carry many differences from the books and pretty much exist in their own separate universe, even if they are loosely based off the source material. Since I've established that, it's important to note that the Netflix TV series is based off the books, with Andrzej Sapkowski serving as a creative consultant, and I have to say this has the potential to be the next Game of Thrones, being described as the chronicles of monster hunters known as Witchers who, with training and body modification, develop supernatural abilities to battle deadly beasts. This TV series obviously will be following the main character, Geralt of Rivia. In the middle of May of 2017, it was announced by Netflix that they were going to make a TV series based on The Witcher, with Sean Daniels, Jason Brown, Tomek Baginski, and Jarek Sacco serving as executive producers. Some of you may actually recognize the name of Tomek Baginski, as he has directed the beautiful and well-crafted opening cinematics for the Witcher games, and he will be directing at least one episode of each season of the Netflix series. In the announcement of the TV series, Sean Daniels and Jason Brown also had this to say regarding the project, quote-unquote, "The Witcher stories follow an unconventional family that comes together to fight the truth in a dangerous world. The characters are original, funny, and constantly surprising, and we can't wait to bring them to life at Netflix, the perfect home for innovative storytelling." Also, Sapkowski wanted to make sure everyone knew this was based on his books, saying, "I'm thrilled that Netflix will be doing an adaptation of my stories, staying true to the source material and the themes that I've spent over 30 years writing." In the past, Sapkowski has made some very eye-opening remarks about the games, saying, "I believe it is the success of my books that significantly affects the popularity of the games," and also adding that he feels a story can only be contained in a book, as well as calling video games stupid, even though he's never played one, and saying that he never thought CD Projekt Red's adaptations would amount to anything. Since then, Sapkowski has been blasted by many, including the writer of the Metro books, Dmitry Glukowski, who has also seen his books made into games. But the point I want to make is Sapkowski really hates the video games and wishes that he never sold the rights to CD Projekt Red. But getting back on subject, even though Sapkowski has made these comments over the years, executive producer and director Tomek Baginski has stated that there will be some similarities with CD Projekt Red's take on the White Wolf, referring to Geralt of Rivia, which in my personal opinion, I think clearly Netflix wants the TV series to reach to the millions of gamers around the world that found their love for this franchise through the games. Now, continuing on, in June of 2017, Witcher game composer Mikołaj Strawinski was spotted at Netflix headquarters, probably indicating his involvement in this project. Fast forwarding all the way to early December of 2017, it was revealed that Lauren Schmidt-Hissrich, best known for being a writer on The West Wing and most recently Marvel's Daredevil and The Defenders, would be the showrunner. Lauren since then has been extremely active on Twitter discussing the TV show with fans, many being genuinely excited and others being a little bit more critical and simply telling her not to screw it up. But again, she has posted a lot about this show, including this post on December 29th, showing the world map of The Witcher and some notes on it. Earlier that same day, she also responded to one fan's concerns, who said, "While this is true, I hope that they don't water down the harsh environment that were medieval times. The world of The Witcher is not a nice fantasy world where everyone is happy. Geralt as a voice of reason is fine, the world being a believable version of medieval Poland is important." And her response was simply that there will be no watering down, "I give you my word." On December 30th, the following day, she spoke to how far the show is, saying, "So many questions about #The Witcher, so here's what I can say. In TV time, it's really early. There's a long path ahead of casting and locations and world building. Right now it's me, the books, lots of great and knowledgeable partners, and my well-loved computer. We're doing it." Now, our most recent and biggest update came just days ago when she revealed that writing for the series pilot has been completed. She also included an image of what looks to be Geralt and Roach in rainy weather. Right now this is where we are, very very early. Still, there is a long road to this releasing, probably coming sometime in 2019. You have to expect that Netflix is going to try to make this into the next Game of Thrones, competing with Amazon's Lord of the Rings spinoff, as well as the Game of Thrones spinoffs to come. Either way, Lauren certainly knows that expectations expectations are through the roof for this, with her responding to a Forbes article that said this could be the next Game of Thrones franchise, with her response being no pressure. Personally, I will say listening and watching everything to do with this production is going to be fun. Casting wise, we should be getting news soon, and my personal favorite choices are either Hell on Wheels' Anson Mount or the 100 Zach McGowan, who I feel could portray Geralt perfectly. I should also note it does seem Zach would like to play the part, as he's even posted on Twitter about it. For Yennefer of Vengerberg, I think Colby Smulders or Jeanette Montgomery would be great choices for the role. Some people have brought up big names like Mads Mikkelsen or Tom Hiddleston as Geralt and Eva Green or Kate Beckinsale as Yennefer, but in my opinion, I think we need to be a little more realistic, especially budget-wise. Anyways, I'll leave that question with you guys. Who do you think should portray Geralt, Yennefer, Ciri, Triss, Dandelion, Vesemir, and so on and so forth in this TV series? Let me know in the comment section below. Usually I don't talk outside of gaming, but I felt this was certainly an interesting topic to break down. So if you did go on to enjoy this video or found any informative value, make sure to leave a like. Also make sure to follow me on Twitter and consider subscribing for videos of all kinds of gaming related subjects. I'll see you later.